Alright folks, so Gambit got his new X-Men year-end party uniform, and I just want to dive into some content to see how much better this is at 70 before we then just take him to 80 and explore from there, because I've heard a lot of good things about him at tier 4, so I might end up tier 4ing him because it seems like he's as good or better than both Cable and Psylocke for all of that mutant content. So it seems like he's basically the #1 mutant now for that blast PvE content. Obviously he's still gonna lag behind Jean for overall value because of PvP, but he does seem to have a ton of value. My build, on the other hand, not a ton of value. Don't even have 20 Uru, let alone Odin's Blessings on his gear here. We've got Power of Angry Hulk stage 12, we have max type enhancement, no artifact, and then we have a CTP of energy. I do believe he is still proc friendly. I haven't even upgraded his uniform. I'll do that here before we jump into the content. It's been a busy, listen guys, it's been a busy holiday season, okay? The rotation is pretty straightforward. You're just going to delay 4 until he slams down, and then you immediately cancel into 3, and then you immediately cancel that into 5. Now remember that his 5th skill still has the V-pad, so you can boom, and then you can start to move after he does his little card intro. The 5th skill, although it has a V-pad, has an intro where you can't move, and then after that you can see the V-pad works just fine. But if you are pressing 5 and then moving with the V-pad and trying to get it to work and it's not moving, nothing's wrong with your game. It's just that Gambit has that little intro where he's playing with his cards. I know the null boss is a little too easy now, but stage 50 to 54 was an issue for the mutants for a long time, and I also just want to test out how proc friendly he is. I think he's proc friendly, but I want to test how proc friendly, because right now I'm not feeling super proc friendly. It seems like you really got to get the timing down on it, otherwise the hits just come so quickly on the 4th skill that I don't think this is proc friendly, dude. I'm missing like every single proc. Yeah, I hate to say it, I don't know if he's proc friendly. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Totally possible that I'm playing him wrong here, or that I just have the timing, you know, way off. But just to give you guys an example here, we're gonna purposely trigger the proc early on like a fake rotation here, and then we're just gonna load up at the beginning of the next rotation. See, this is what it looks like when you actually don't miss the proc. You see how much higher that damage was? It's a lot higher because you're not missing the proc. Again here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, look at that damage. So even though I missed my first proc on purpose, okay, the damage is better and higher now because I'm not missing procs. Again, here I missed this proc. Yeah, I got some bad news for you guys. I don't think Gambit's proc friendly anymore. At least not for sort of your average player. I should be doing this way faster, but he's struggling because he's missing like every other proc. He's missing, honestly, I'm missing the majority of the procs. It's annoying because in the skill preview, it seems like he's proc friendly. It seems like the hits on 4 don't happen that quickly, but for whatever reason in the boss stage they do. So you do 4. I guess there are hits right at the beginning. You have to be super duper quick. You have to be super duper quick. I don't even know. Oh, for some reason 3's not going off now. I'm too far away from the target. That's cool. Thanks, Netmarble. Okay, there. It's going off like way later. Okay, yeah, the targeting is an issue. You can see here the 4th skill has a further range than his other skills, so I have to be like nestled up against the opponent for all the skills too. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. If you instant cancel 4, it's more proc friendly for sure, but you're gonna lose hits. You're not gonna get those hits. You gotta wait for almost the slam down. You can probably get better at timing with practice, but that is usually the indication that the character is not super proc friendly. So he's probably less proc friendly, I would say, than the old uniforms despite the fact that he's obviously doing way more damage, because when I do land the proc, he's doing like 6-7 bars of damage easily. That being said, let's do one more test here on Kang stage 9. Maybe it was just null specifically that I was there we go, missing the procs on. That time so I didn't miss the proc, and you can see there 15 bars of damage is pretty insane. So maybe there was just something wrong with null. Yeah, this is way better. I just blew his ass up. That was 25-second phase 1. He can go higher. This is so much better. This is what I was hearing from people who were actually excited about Gambit, saying like he's actually really good. That's what I was hoping to see. Unfortunately, Gambit, like a lot of other Blast mutants, is not available for that many stages of World Boss Legend. When you get to the higher ones, the better ones, the Gene Kang, and obviously he can't do Proxima or Black Swan until he's tier 4. So we actually have to go back down to, in this case, Gore to see some work here. But that first rotation was mega delayed, so we don't really get a good picture of what he can do. This is a very high stage. This is 69, so you're not going to be doing insane high burst damage, but I'm still trying to see, you know, if he can like, let's say, clear this stage, and obviously how proc friendly he is. I did miss my first proc there. It's only one though, rather than multiple procs that I was missing with null. It seems like I'm missing them now again against Gore. I don't know. I did miss them against Kang for some reason. Really weird. It seems inconsistent. Like against Kang, I would say he's close to 10 out of 10 for proc friendliness, but now against Gore, I'm back to like 6 out of 10 maybe. If I had to be generous, I would say 6 out of 10. And I also don't know that he can clear this at all. He actually can't. So I know it's a little messy, but we're just gonna go ahead and take him to level 80. I'm not, like, it's weird. I'm not saying he's bad at 70. I know he's good for sure, but at the same time, I think part of the problem is maybe the proc friendliness. He doesn't seem to be as consistent as he used to be. Like, he used to be just a shoe-in, a lock for an energy CTP. Like, he's for sure 100% proc friendly, you know. And now, again, it could simply be that I'm not playing him well enough, but it seems like there is some kind of inconsistency where against Kang I was blowing him up with all my procs, and now against two separate bosses, Gore and Null, he's just like, nope, the proc's gonna be early every single time, and that to me is really irritating. So I'm gonna see what level 80 looks like here, but I'm tempted to unequip. I don't want to pay the full cost. I was hoping that he would be a little bit better for proc friendliness, so that I didn't have to you know, I didn't have to deal with it too much. I mean, okay, we can get crazy as well with it. We can go to a much higher stage of Kang. We can go to like 40. If he's good enough for Kang, right, then it's not gonna matter that much. Let's go ahead and take a look. And I'm fully aware that it could be user error here on my part, where I'm no, there I missed my proc again. Where I'm, you know, maybe I'm playing him too close to the boss, and I have to start my rotation out further. That's another possibility. Okay, that kind of worked there. But his damage is certainly better when he hits. Obviously, his damage is better when he hits the proc. Like, that's kind of a no-brainer. But what I'm trying to say is I think his damage is good enough to be very impressed by this uniform when you hit the proc. At the same time, I can admit that if you don't hit the proc, you're going to be like, huh? And again, like, Gambit's been proc friendly for like 5-6 years now. So for him to suddenly not be proc friendly is a little bit of a confusing situation. But yeah, maybe it's just like skill. Maybe I just need to get better at the game. That I was starting early because I was trying not to get guard broken. It's nice because although he's weak defensively, he's surely weak defensively. Like, you can tell that he can't take a hit. He heals up on every rotation, and you have the V-pad. There I missed again. I don't think he's proc friendly, guys. Yeah, sorry. I know I'm kind of, maybe I'm late to the maybe I'm late to this realization, and that's why it's hitting me so hard, because I didn't hear anybody talk about this. but I'm a little bit disappointed. Every proc, this is a disaster run, bro. Every proc after that second one has been a miss, and I haven't even been able to incorporate the third skill for the last 2 procs in a row. This is so annoying because I feel like his damage would be so insane. He can actually do this run. Let me make that clear. That was horrible gameplay in terms of nailing the procs. I missed 80% of them, and he almost has enough damage already to do 40, which is insane for a level 80 tier 3. So I think he has tremendous damage. Whether I'm just really bad at playing him and a lot of you guys are nailing your procs, that's really what it comes down to. And then if you're not nailing your procs, and this is sort of a problem that a lot of people have, then I would highly recommend trying a rage build on him. I know a lot of people are playing rage builds because of ABX ABL, so that's why I mentioned it in the video as well. He seems to be outscoring this one right here. He seems to be outscoring Cable and Psylocke for this. So, and that's also without having the team up collection that Cable is so generously afforded. So yeah, huge value there if you're into ABL. And then again, it comes down to whether or not you can nail your procs or just swap to a rage and then still be happy with the performance. So yeah, I'm gonna wait. As you saw there's only 2 days left, less than 2 days. It's like a day and change left on the discount. So I apologize, this is not the best review for Gambit because I can't test multiple CTPs. I do think he's good, but I do realize that this review doesn't necessarily show that he's good because I literally missed more than 50% of the procs in this video. And yeah, I can go back and edit the footage and retry these bosses over and over and over and show you a run where I nail all of the procs. And you sort of saw that against Kang stage 9 at level 70. But that's not the point, right? The point is to just do like an average run of me just playing at my average skill level, and for you to see how easy or difficult it is to proc. And if it's difficult for me and I'm an average player and you're an average player, then it's going to be difficult for you. And again, in Gambit's case, that's a bit of a shock because he's been the poster child for procs and CTPs of energy for like 4 years. Or 3 years from when he was introduced in 2018 to 2012 or 2021, I think. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's Gambit for now. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content. Thumbs down if you hated it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.